अंधं तमः प्रविशन्ति ये अविद्यामुपासते ततो भूय इव ते तमो यौ विद्याया गुम्रताः.
To simplify this, to understand this in today's language, I would bring you back to quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics and classical chemistry, both are essential. If you are stuck in classical chemistry, periodic table, you are too limited. You have no idea what's happening. If you are only thinking about quantum mechanics, you can't exist, you can't live in this planet. From the quantum mechanic view, everything is the same. Whether stone or a handful of grain is the same. From the quantum mechanics eye, the table, chair and the door, everything is the same. So here it says, if you are in avidya, avidya is all these sciences that we have. Everything about the body, everything about the nature, everything about the creation, all the intricacies here in this planet, in this dimension of life. Food, nutrition, all this comes, all the Vedas comes under avidya, especially the Vedas which deal with the material science. These are all avidyas. And then there is vidya, that is knowledge of the self, the more subtle, causal and subtle and ethereal knowledge. Knowledge about the energy, about the life force. This is vidya. Knowledge about the matter, avidya. Knowledge about the self, vidya. Says both have to be taken together. You should go with both. Dance can happen only when one foot is on the floor, the other is on the air. If both your feet is buried in the mud, you can't move. There is no movement. There is no dance. But if both are up in the air also, then there is no dance. So you need to balance. One foot here, one foot up there. So andhatama pravishyanti. Blind man walk into the darkness if he catches hold of any one of it. The gross material universe is governed by the subtle forces, and the subtle forces are called devas. As I said yesterday, the microcosm and macrocosm is connected. Say there are 9 planets in our solar system. They all have some impact on our body-mind complex. They have impact on the grains that grow on this planet. On the plants, they have an impact. So, the ancient people had a science of tracking the connection. And the particular part of your body is also connected to this. Like the ancient people said, your liver is connected to Mars, planet Mars, and it is connected to the chickpeas. Similarly, rice is connected to ice and the sun. Sesame seed and teeth, crow and Saturn are connected. Each animal on this planet brings down certain cosmic vibration onto the planet. So the divine forces, they always said a vahana, the carrier. The divine is carried, the divine forces. Devas are being carried into the planet Earth by certain specific things. Remember, Devas are not Brahman. Devas are particular energy patterns in the universe. Like sunlight, when it passes through a prism, it gives the 7 colors. Each color has a definite function. And that's how this world is colorful, because every element absorbs all other colors except one color. If something is appearing green, this is absorbing all other colors except green, so it is reflecting the green color. If this phenomenon is not happening in the planet, we would be living in a black and white universe. It's like the black and white movies of olden days. What, Charlie Chaplin? I Love Lucy. You have this movie, black and white. There's no color coming into its dimension. The color is because that is the Deva. If you can compare the white light for Paramatma or the self, there are specific aspects of this self and specific signs for it. Like take you, for example, your own body. You need a doctor for ENT, you need a doctor for heart. Cardiac surgeon is different from neurologist. Neurologist is different from urologist. Urologist is different from orthopedic. So you have different doctors to attend to one single body. Similarly, these are the Devas perhaps. Devatas are for definite parts of the body. When the Vedic Rudrabhishekas are done, that's what one does. You invoke different devas in different parts of the body. So a particular deva is like those particular divine light, particular aspect of the subtle and the ethereal Brahman. Knowledge about it is Vidya. Knowledge about the subtle, the spiritual knowledge. So the material knowledge and spiritual knowledge have to be combined. You have to go with both. See, suppose a doctor is proficient in only orthopedician. He knows only about orthopedic aspect of our life. He'll be incomplete. Right? He cannot treat. You have some stomach problem, he can only treat the bones. So you need that complete picture of both the subtle and the gross. Those who are engaged in studying the gross are incomplete, and those who ignore the gross and are only stuck in the subtle are also incomplete. You need a good mix match of both this, and this is what they say. Yeah, we'll go to next.
Anyadevahur vidyaya anyadahur avidyaya iti shushrumadhiranam yenastadvicha chakshire.
Yes, this is obvious. You know, a dietitian will say what you need. He looks at you and say, okay, you need these things. You know, you need to take more protein, or you have to cut down on carbs, or you have to take more carbs, reduce fat. So they give you this knowledge. This is a very subtle knowledge. In the similar way, In the consciousness, in the realm of consciousness, there are definite forces, and they are called the Devas. And how many Devas are there? 33 crores. What is 33 crores in millions? 330 million. I don't know who counted it. Whether the counting is correct or not, maybe there must have been some addition to it also now. So there's so many different types of Devas are present in the consciousness. In the Brahman, all these particular Devas have definite role to play in protection of the universe. As I said, each animal carries some rays along with them, biodynamic rays, biomagnetic rays with them. And so the Devas these are the carriers, vahanas of the Devas. A particular type of energy, biodynamic energy, is brought into this universe by peacock, by lion, by every other species. Every single species is connected to a Devas. You know what the anthropologists say, what the doctors, what the scientists say today? Even if one species become extinct from this creation, there will be total imbalance and chaos in the whole creation. The creation cannot sustain itself. They may reduce in numbers, but they cannot totally get extinguished because the creation will dissolve and new creation will have to happen. For the current creation to exist, you know about the string theory? This is related to the string theory. String theory in physics. A butterfly, a mosquito, a rabbit, a rat are all part of this creation. Even if any one of these species become totally extinct, this creation will dissolve that very day. They may get reduced in number, they cannot be totally be eliminated from the creation. So they are part of this creation. This is what is all the science of the Devas, the subtle science. So they found out, like if you have a particular problem and how you have to correct that particular muscle in your body. Osteopathies know. Osteopathy, they manipulate a particular muscle or tissue or bone so that you feel normal, you feel better. And Devas are there to bring you comfort. The job is to provide comfort in this gross creation. The gross creation is ruled, managed by the subtle one, and the subtle energy is what is called Devas.
Vidyam cha yastadvedo bhayagum saha avidyaya mrityum tirtva vidyaya amritam.
Work on the subtle and work on the gross. Consciousness is everything. But knowing that consciousness is everything, you can't eat everything. But for your physical well-being, you have to be very discreet in what you should eat, what you should not eat, what is good for the body, what is not good for the body. You can't say, anyway, see, all this is Brahman, all is consciousness, it's all me only, this is also part of me. Let me eat anything what I want. It doesn't work that way. Right? So that discrimination, unfortunately, this Advaita knowledge has been misunderstood and misused by many people. You will see people matted here, just lying down anywhere and say everything is same and all is Brahman. And good, but you have not understood the very basics. They don't bother to clean or cut their nails or all is Brahman, what is there to do? Anyway, we are going to die one day. In the name of Advaita, they are torturing one's body. If you go to Kumbh Mela, you'll see people putting fire all over, fire in their hand, everywhere, sitting, doing tapas. Upanishads does not agree with those sort of things. The scriptures do not give sanction to such practices. Someone said he's a very great saint. What does he do? He's standing in one leg for last 30 years. So what did he get by standing in one leg for so long? Torturing one's body is not Advaita. It's not the Vedanta. Or sitting and doing some puja from morning till night and chanting the whole time is also not Vedanta. Yeah, rituals, ceremonies, they have their importance. They create certain subtle vibration, subtle energy. They are working, they are the means to work on the subtle level. But not the one who is totally immersed in it day and night and not take care of anything else. So the wise one marches in life, crosses the ocean of death by avidya and attains immortality through vidya.
Gurudev, we live life with desires to gain something, either material pleasures or spiritual solace. But once we attain the divinity, Upanishad tells us to live for 100 years. Is it not a punishment to live life without getting anything in return?
You are just looking at one dimension of getting. You think joy is only in getting. I've made it very clear yesterday. There is a joy in contributing, in giving. Live life for others who need you. Okay, for some, to some time in life, get, but afterwards start giving also. When you are a student, your whole focus is getting your qualification. But what is the point if you are just trying to qualify yourself to the age of 80? You are going to one school after another school and studying and studying. What use? How you have put to use all that you have studied? Somewhere you have to put to use. Similarly, you acquire for some time. After you have acquired enough, now you start disseminating it.
Dear Guruji, yesterday you talked about giving versus wanting. We from childhood have been surrounded with examples of wanting more money, more time, more knowledge. We are also taught to constantly ask God for things in our prayers. I am tired of this asking. How can I come out of this state of want?
You have already done it. When you say, I am tired of asking, relax. Even without asking, you are being given. You will get it. That's it. You will ask only when you are not so confident that you will get it. I never asked anything, even my parents. My parents would wonder why you are not asking. I know when you are giving to my sister, you will give me also. I said, I will get anyway, why should I ask? So you will get it. You should have that confidence. Mom and dad is going to anyway give you. And you saw they are giving to your sisters, and they will give you also. So I never asked anything. Either confidence or when you know you have asked, you got it. Never mind. Don't feel guilty about it. You have asking, ask. Ask, it shall be given, right? One thing keep in mind, that Be spontaneous. Be spontaneous. Clarity in mind, purity in heart, spontaneity in action. You felt like asking, ask. You feel no need. Don't have to sit and chew on it. Oh, I should ask, I should not. It makes you lose your spontaneity, your innocence, and the present moment. Got it?
Gurudev, you had mentioned yesterday about darshan shakti. So does that mean that each sense of a fully blossomed, of an enlightened one, does the work of all other senses? Please explain.
To everybody it is true, not just enlightened. You simply have to be a little quiet and calm inside. Yeah.
Gurudev, my son says that God is everywhere, and if so, he can pray at home and not go to the temple with me. How do I explain him?
Yeah. You should use your logic and how you want to explain. Though air is everywhere, near the fan you can feel it more. That could be one example. These temples are not just, don't take it only as a place where God is there. It's a place of social, cultural bonding, or creating some sort of, sanskaras in children. That is one thing you can say. But when someone doesn't want to do something, they can find some logic to not to do it. And when you want to do something, then also you can find some logic how you should do it. But it is immaterial. All that needed is you have to see the tendency of the mind of the children, where it goes. I heard that once it so happened, a professor asked Swami Vivekananda, he asked in the classroom, suppose in the street you find a book of philosophy and some money, what you would take? The Swami Vivekananda said, I will take money. And he said, what? Yeah, you only take what you don't have. Because the professor said, no, look, I would take up the philosophy book. He said, the book of wisdom. He says, you only take what you don't have. So, we can find logic to prove our point in any way. And the same professor who was so irritated with Swami Vivekananda, because the way he dresses, the way he was, Swami Vivekananda went and sat in the same table in the restaurant when he was having some food. Then the professor said to him, look, a pig and a bird cannot sit on the same place and have food. Then Swami Vivekananda said, yes, I can fly away anytime. You tell me, I will fly away to another place immediately. So man with the self-knowledge will not get angry at the time. You call me pig and blah, 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 and fight with each other. See, you are so confident. So when you are confident, then you are not ruffled with somebody saying, oh, this is no good, puja is no good, worship is no good, temple is no good. Okay, so what? You don't get rattled by it because you know there is meaning, there is purpose in everything, and there is no meaning and no purpose in anything. Anything you do, anything in this creation, it's completely meaningless, purposeless, because it's just a game. Games do not have a purpose. Don't even tell me that the purpose of game is to gain joy. No. Game is an expression of joy. You are happy and then you kick the ball. This is the real game. And if you are waiting for the goal to happen and then find the joy, you are not playing a game. Because the whole play time since you make a goal, since you make the ball enter into the net, you are not enjoying. You are not expressing life. Do you see what I am saying? If you are happy, you kick the ball and it goes to the goal, then the whole process is an expression of joy. The whole process is game, real play. The whole universe is considered a play of consciousness. Because it's just playing, it's just kicking the ball from this corner to that corner. And stopping it there and kicking it back this side. It's a soccer game. I know many soccer fans are with us today in the webcast from America, here also, yeah. Many soccer all over Europe and America, they have joined us today. You know, today the war has become a game and game has become a war. This is the unfortunate thing. It's a spiritual knowledge which makes you realize life is a game. And the game is an expression of life. Life is a game, and game is nothing but an expression of joy. You are happy and you just want to go and celebrate. Don't have to open the vodka. Vodka, isn't it vodka? What is that? You are bubbling joy. And you express your life in games.
Gurudev, Vineet from Australia is asking how to maintain balance between avidya and vidya. How do we know we have it already?
Do you know how to ride a bicycle? How do you maintain the balance? When you go to left, do you go to right? You will be falling left and you will falling right. Just know how you balance a bicycle. How you ride a motorbike or a bicycle. Exactly the same way. Got it? Just do it. Whenever you are out of balance, something pinches you inside. Just listen to that. Don't justify that pinch. If you are so much caught up with your own family, with your mind, my family, this thing, then something pinches. Oh, I have not done something. And if you are completely ignoring home and on the other side, then also something pinches you. Right? Listen to that inner voice.
If Salman and Salim from India are asking, Gurudev, you have said that even one step in knowledge, and you can never go back into Asura Loka. If my parents have not stepped into this knowledge, will they doom?
You know, when you are walking the path of knowledge, a portion of your merit also goes to your parents. And a portion goes to your children too. You might have noticed here, many of you, after you getting into the path, your parents have started seeing things differently. How many of you have this experience? There is a change in the attitude of your own parents. This happens as children. That's why children bring liberation to parents. Many times they said, if there are no kids, there is no liberation to you. Why? Because if you have missed out on something, your kids, their vibrations can complement you. Yeah. And there is also a saying in India, if you are lucky, you say, I haven't done anything. These are the merits of my parents. They did some good thing, and their merit we are carrying, we are enjoying. So, when you are taking benefit of your parents' good deeds, you also contribute from your good deeds to their well-being. So don't worry. Tomorrow we'll discuss more about what is Deva. Yeah? The dimension of Deva. Now, whatever you have heard last hour and a half, just sit for a while, recollect. You know, you have heard, you have to do it manan, means contemplate on it. What is that? What did you take from this? Okay? And then for a few minutes, revise. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.